Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. GH Early Week Spoilers Oct 21 to 25. Sam's Last Wish, Drew's Scandal, Steven Weber returns. General Hospital Spoilers Oct 21. General Hospital spoilers for the week of October 21, 2024 are here. Next week, fans can expect photos to surface of Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Ted Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, expresses a special request, which will turn out to be her last. Plus, Steven Weber, Scott Reeves, returns. Keep reading to find out what is coming up next week in the ABC soap opera. GH spoilers for the week of October 21 reveal that Ned Quartermaine, Wally Kurth, secretly hired Elaine, Judy Kane, to find dirt on Drew. Of course, it was only after Leo Quartermaine, Easton Rocket Sweta, shared what he saw between Drew and Willow. So now Ned is going to use Elaine to get the proof he needs. This will probably include Elaine snapping some scandalous pics of Drew and Willow. Next week, fans can also expect Sam to continue grappling with the huge undertaking in front of her. Sam got tested, but never imagined she would be the match for Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens. Sam will end up intervening during a face-off between Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaginos, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi. Sam might bring up Lulu and how important family is, that you never know when the last time you see someone. Sam might not realize she's basically foreshadowing her own death. Though, when Sam dies on the operating table, will Christina and Molly be able to come together instead of ripping each other apart? General Hospital spoilers for the week of October 21 reveal that Violet Finn, Jovial Love, has been getting into trouble at school. Violet is also dealing with a bully who keeps bringing up Hamilton Finn's, Michael Easton, drinking. It was recently mentioned that Finn was getting released from treatment. It's not clear if Finn will come back or if maybe something happens on the way to Port Charles. In either case, it seems Violet has a big storyline coming up. Plus, Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, will have to cope with giving Violet back. Brooklyn went through this once before when she cared for Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, Baby, Bailey Louise Jones, Riley and Miley Plonsky, often called Bailey Lou. Brooklyn will have to separate from another child she's cared for, so that will be emotionally tough on her. Next week, fans can also expect the return of Steven Weber. It is stated that Steven makes his big return on October 24, 2024. So look forward to Steven reuniting with his mother, Heather Weber, Allie Mills, as well as some other characters. Port Charles is set to experience a whirlwind of drama, heartbreak, and shocking revelations as the week of October 21 to 25 begins. From Sam's desperate fight for survival to Drew's explosive scandal, and the shocking return of Steven Weber, the citizens of Port Charles are in for one intense ride. Sam's Last Wish. The week kicks off with Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, in a dire situation. After weeks of battling a mysterious illness, her health takes a sudden turn for the worse. Doctors at General Hospital are left puzzled, and despite their best efforts, Sam's condition deteriorates rapidly. With every passing hour, the gravity of her situation becomes more apparent, not just to her family and friends, but to Sam herself. The once fearless private investigator is now facing her mortality. Sam has always been a fighter, but this time it seems as if the odds are stacked against her. She makes a heartfelt plea to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, her longtime love and father of her children. With tears in her eyes, she asks him to promise to take care of Danny and Scout, no matter what happens. But her request doesn't stop there. In a surprising twist, Sam reveals her last wish. She urges Jason to let go of the dangerous mob life for the sake of their children. Sam's final request puts Jason in an impossible position. Can he truly walk away from the mob when so much of his identity is wrapped up in his loyalty to Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard? This emotional plea from Sam may be her last, but it shakes Jason to his core, leaving him grappling with what's best for their future, if she survives. Drew's scandal explodes. While Jason faces personal turmoil, his twin brother, Drew Cameron Matheson, is caught in a scandal that threatens to destroy his newly rebuilt life. Drew has been working hard to put the pieces of his past together since his return to Port Charles, but a shocking revelation comes to light this week that could shatter everything he holds dear. A whistleblower leaks information about a scandal that involves Drew from his time in Afghanistan. What was initially thought to be a heroic mission turns out to have had darker undertones. Allegations of misconduct, betrayal, and even war crimes start to surface. Drew finds himself at the center of a media frenzy, with reporters swarming General Hospital and questions coming from every corner. As the scandal grows, Drew's loved ones rally around him. Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, one of Drew's closest friends, vows to help clear his name. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, Drew's attorney, prepares for a legal battle unlike any other. But the stakes are incredibly high. Drew could face serious charges, not to mention the possibility of losing everything he's worked to rebuild, including his relationship with Scout. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that someone close to Drew may have had a hand in leaking this damaging information. The big question becomes who would want to sabotage him. And as Drew fights to clear his name, the truth behind this scandal could change everything. Steven Weber's return shocks Port Charles. Just when it seems like the week couldn't possibly deliver more surprises, a familiar face returns to Port Charles. Steven Weber, Scott Reeves. After years of being away, Steven arrives back in town, and his return is far from a quiet one. His arrival sends shockwaves through the hospital, especially for his family. Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, is stunned to see her half-brother back in Port Charles. While she's initially happy to be reunited with Steven, there's an unspoken tension between them. Steven has his own reasons for returning, and it becomes clear that he's not just here for a family visit. Steven's reappearance brings with it a secret that has been buried for years, one that could destroy his relationship with Elizabeth and shake the Weber family to its core. Meanwhile, Finn, Michael Easton, and Epiphany, Sonia Eddy, are taken aback by Steven's return to General Hospital, where his reputation as a dedicated doctor precedes him. But Steven's return isn't just about family and old wounds. He brings with him knowledge of a medical breakthrough that could change the future of healthcare in Port Charles. While this should be a moment of triumph for Steven, there are dark forces working against him, and it becomes clear that his return may not have been entirely by choice. As Steven tries to reconnect with his sister and make sense of the secrets from his past, he's also being watched by someone with a dangerous agenda. Could Steven's return spell danger for the residents of Port Charles? Maxie and Lucy team up. While the heavy drama unfolds with Sam, Drew, and Steven, there's another storyline brewing that offers a bit of lightheartedness amidst the chaos. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, finds herself at a crossroads in her career at Deception. After dealing with recent setbacks, Maxie is determined to bounce back stronger than ever. That's where Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, comes in. The two women form an unexpected alliance as they set out to launch a new deception campaign that promises to be a game changer. But in true Port Charles fashion, things don't go smoothly. Maxie and Lucy's dynamic partnership brings plenty of laughs, drama, and a few wild missteps along the way. However, their efforts may be sabotaged by someone close to them. Could it be an inside job, or is there a bigger rival lurking in the shadows, waiting to take deception down. Nina's guilt continues to mount. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, is still struggling with the fallout from the truth about her daughter Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, being revealed. Nina's guilt over the lengths she went to in trying to protect her relationship with Willow is starting to overwhelm her. And this week she takes drastic steps to try and make amends. As she confides in Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, he urges her to find a way to move forward. But for Nina, the weight of her actions may be too heavy to bear, especially with the added pressure of her relationship with Sonny growing more complicated by the day. The calm before the storm. With so many storylines reaching a fever pitch, it feels like the calm before the storm in Port Charles. As the week progresses, long-buried secrets are on the verge of coming to light, and lives will be changed forever. Sam's fate, Drew's scandal, and Steven Weber's return are just the beginning of what promises to be an unforgettable week on General Hospital.